And good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Yeti, where we delve into the fascinating stories of history and soap. I'm your host, Yeti Ty. In today's episode, we're going to take a deep dive into the Mayan civilization and their unique approach to soap making. That's right, the Mayan civilization. This is actually a really intriguing piece. You're going to really love this. The Mayan civilization, flourishing in Mesoamerica from around 2000 BC to 1500 AD, is renowned in its advanced achievements in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. But did you know that the Mayans also had a distinctive method of soap production? Let's explore this lesser known aspect of Mayan culture. And to understand the Mayan soap making process, we first need to step back and appreciate the environment they lived in. The tropical rainforests of Mesoamerica were teeming with a rich variety of plant life, and the Mayans were resourceful utilizing these natural resources. Back then, we've all studied history a little bit. You have to use anything that's around you. There's no such thing as waste. The Mayans didn't rely on traditional soap made from animal fat and lye as others did, as many cultures did. Instead, they turned to soapberry trees, significantly known as Sapinus saponaria. These trees grew abundantly in the region and were crucial sources of natural soap for the Mayans. And so, how did they turn soapberry trees into soap? It's a fascinating process. First, they would gather the soapberry fruits, which contain a natural detergent-like substance, in their shells. Kind of like shea butter. Like shea butter, but with a detergent in there, natural detergent. These shells were rich in saponins, or however you want to say it, the natural compounds responsible for creating foam and cleaning power. The Mayans would then crush the soapberry shells to release the saponins. This process was often done by hand, using stones or grinding tools. After obtaining a paste from the crushed shells, water would be added to create a foamy lather. This soap was mild yet effective, and it could be used for personal hygiene, cleaning, and even laundry detergent. Let's put a pin in it right there. So take that, Tyler Durden. They would often wash their soaps at the bottom of the stream where they would sacrifice people above, so that way the natural lye would get rid of the dirty things in their body. I think Tyler Durden was crazy. You know what I mean? What's the first rule of Fight Club? We don't talk about Fight Club. I'm kidding. Let's get back to the Mayans. Now, soap in Mayan culture wasn't just a utilitarian item. It also held a special place in their rituals and ceremonies. Soap was seen as a purifying substance. It played a significant role in serious Mayan traditions. For example, before participating in a sacred ritual or ceremonies, Mayans would ritually cleanse themselves using soap. This purification process was believed to help them connect with the spiritual realm. Cleanliness is next to godliness, like that saying. While the Mayan civilization eventually declined and their practices faded away, the knowledge of traditional soap making has been preserved and even revived in modern times. I would know that for a fact. Today, there is a growing interest in using natural, plant-based soaps reminiscent of the Mayan heritage. Mayan artisans and soap makers are rediscovering the benefits of soapberry-based soaps for their gentle cleansing properties and eco-friendly appeal. Not bad. So, as we wrap up our journey into the world of the Mayan people and soap, let's reflect on the ingenuity of this ancient civilization. It did. It had to take a lot you'd have to chop down the tree, then you'd have to take a certain part of it, then you'd have to refine that down, process it, get it down to that paste. There's definitely going to be some stuff in there you got to take care of. But let's just think of it this way. In modern times, that would be like the equivalent of, here at Yeti Bars, we fractionate our own coconut oil. To save money, we buy coconut in a more solid form, and then we just fractionate it ourselves. And that's just what the process is you take the coconut oil and you slowly heat it up. So let's just say if you're doing it over a double boiler, you would do it over a low heat, render it down, take it off that low heat, kind of let it halfway solidify again slowly. The whole process, it's like the people that cook food nice slow, like, oh, it allows all the flavor to get in there, oh, chow, but what it does is after it starts to solidify again like coconut oil does, what you do is you render it down again real slow. Now, there's not an exact many times, like, oh, you'll have to do this exactly 3.2 times. There's not an set amount. Every person that manufactures coconut oil manufactures it at a different, process. So who knows how many times you might have to do it. Might have to do it 3 times, 1 time, 7 times. But that would be the same effect as them rendering down that tree berry that I suspect. And then I think, in my own opinion, because I'm learning this stuff too with you guys, I like to do the research and kind of like it be new knowledge to me as well. I learn it as you do, which actually, here's the thing. As a soap maker, I'm actually going to be looking into this berry tree. I really am. I'm gonna look into that, because that's an amazing thing. If you could somehow like it said, if we could somehow revive that berry tree and incorporate it into our soap and actually make like a Mayan soap, that would be amazing. That'd be really amazing, So also, with that being said, though, new soap. So here at Yeti Bars, again, my soap company, we just cut and got on the market our F cancer bar, breast cancer bar. And I wanted to actually take this podcast to tell a little story about this bar, if I could, how it works. We wanted to make this bar tell a story, like we're doing now. So what we did is we took a fragrance oil that was super heavy in vanillin. Not vanilla, but vanillin. And what it's going to do is this bar tells a story. So cancer is dirty. We've all seen pictures. It's black. Cancer turns black. And we've all known someone that's been affected by cancer. So this bar is dirty on the outside. As you use it, it lightens up, just like our orange bark bar did. It'll lighten up, exposing the good, healthy tissue, representing the cancer going into remission. And in there, you'll also expose the beautiful pink that we have poured in there. That represents the awareness and the steadfast. I think everyone on this planet has the goal of stamping out cancer. And if I could, I'd like to take a moment of this episode to address cancer. So, then this is just, in my opinion, there's been research behind it, and it goes both ways. But I can tell you what I've found out from people I've told this to, people in my life, myself. Stay away from oils, please. Oils go on the skin, not within. Cook with real butter, not margarine. It's all fake. See, like lard and stuff, that was literally originally used to grease German submarines. The FDA, I think it was back in the late 30s or early 40s after World War II. Yeah, after World War II, so it would be in the 40s. After World War II was over, Germany had all this leftover grease. So then they paid the FDA something like, I think it was like $1 million back in those times, which equated to our time is a lot of money. And they said, oh, okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll demonize butter, lard, fat, and that way we can sell your product. And we've just been paid $1 million, so that's nice. Please, folks, if I could, do the research on your own. But it's, as soon as you open up a bottle of olive oil, it's oxidating, it's rotting. I mean, I would say this as a logical comparison. Go take an olive from like a store, if you can find a fresh olive that hasn't been canned or something like that. Go crush it, get the oil and all that stuff, and just go put it in the sun. Or just don't, whatever you do, don't refrigerate it. You tell me how long that lasts before that gets rotten. Just because it's in a bottle doesn't mean anything. So as far as cancer goes, that's my 2 cents. We don't eat oils here in my household. We only use butter, lard. We drink whole milk. But we don't drink a lot of milk. We usually all have like a glass with dinner or something like that, just to get a glass in a day. But go back through history and you can notice this. When people started cooking with Crisco, and that's how it all came into being, was through the Crisco generation, baking, the nuclear family, if you will. They got it in through the housewife should stay home and bake. It's a bad gig, just to sum it up, because I know this is supposed to be a quick podcast and I got a little off course here, but I just wanted to let you know that about the oils, cancer, it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, all right, so as we wrap up our journey into the world of the Mayan people and soap, let's reflect again. I know I already did this, but this is our closer and I love it. And I want to reflect on the ingenuity of this ancient civilization, their use of natural resources to create soap, and a testament to their deep connection with the environment and their resourcefulness in harnessing its gift, as we spoke of earlier about the no waste. So thank you for joining us today on the Daily Yeti. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe for more captivating stories from the annals of history. And remember, even something as commonplace as soap can reveal remarkable insights into the cultures that came before us. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the past. Goodbye. And this is Paul Harvey. Good day.